Alright, y'all, man. I'm gonna try again. I just tried and was coughing my motherfucking lungs up. I had to start over, but alright, last night a nigga was talking about his growth and I got sidetracked with little things about my family at the end. But like I said, every night is gonna be a random topic. I might not continue from the last episode. So 7 I might do on the continue of 7 I might do on 9. You know, I might talk about my family dynamic a little bit more. Episode 9, who knows how I'm feeling at night, or what's on my mind at night to want to talk about. Tonight, I simply want to talk about space, our planet and the solar system that we're supposed to be living in. Like, for example, we're supposed to be in our universe. The sun is the biggest thing in our universe, sits in the middle of all the planets. As it's, at first they used to make us believe that the sun was stationary and all the planets orbited around the sun. Right? Now, they want us to believe that the sun is moving through space at over 100 million miles per hour, basically hella light speeds or whatever the case is, basically hella fucking fast in space. And as it's moving, it's pulling us, all the other planets in our solar system, behind it with its gravitational pull, in a sense, right? Also, while that's happening, the Earth is rotating at 50,000 miles or 50 million miles a minute, an hour, or whatever. Then on top of that, the universe is growing at 1,000 miles per minute. So the universe is still expanding. Our sun is supposed to still be moving through the galaxy. Our planets is following the sun through space, basically. And on top of that, every night you look in the sky, you see the same exact fucking stars. Explain to me, how is that fucking possible? If we're moving through space at such a high speed, the space around us is not moving with us. Space around us is also growing. So the stars that we've been seeing for thousands and thousands of years on this planet, we should not be seeing it. We shouldn't. We should not be seeing these same stars. We should have been seeing other constellations by now. We shouldn't even be in the Milky Way galaxy anymore. If we really was moving at 1,000 miles per hour, or 1,000 light speeds per minute or per hour, however it is, it's hella fast, but we can't feel it. We can't see it. But they want you to believe that. They also want you to believe the Big Bang happened and didn't happen. Because they explained to you that the Big Bang happened, right? The Big Bang was the kick of all space and civilization and life and all that, whatever. If you want to go a scientific way and not religion, right? But scientists supposedly have found the epicenter of space. And what I mean is the center of space, where space supposedly originated. I don't know how they found that spot, or whatever the case is, but scientists and researchers found that location in outer space of the epicenter where the Big Bang is supposed to happen. And from all the data that they gathered from that region of space, it doesn't show any evidence of the Big Bang. Also, keep in mind, this is the same area where they got a chance to look. Listen, the government keeps so much shit from us. They at the epicenter of the universe, right, where the Big Bang is supposed to originally happen, right? At that, in the epicenter, when they view it close as they could possibly zoom in as much as they possibly could zoom in, and break down everything that they could break down right there. They see it damn near a computer code. You don't believe me? You could go look this shit up yourself. I don't know who listening, or it's mostly family and friends. If you don't believe me, you could go research this shit yourself. Look online, look for the the codes that they found in space, or look for anything that they found in space in the last 10 to 15 years. And you go find that they found the source code in outer space. That's why a lot of billionaires been trying to spend money because they feel like 75% of reality is fabrication. So they think 75% of scientists around the world feel like we're living in a simulation. That's it right there. That's the only way I can say it. Basically, living in a video game. Or in a world like the Matrix, we all hooked up to fucking pods. In the world that we living in, we all damn near jammed into that world, but we don't even know we're in a computer simulation no more. And every time you get that buzz in your ear and you don't know where it fucking came from, but you just automatically hear that that they've been testing your ass for your whole life, for hearing tests since you was a kid. Those little beep, quiet little beeps that I'm pretty sure everybody still hear them. So if you're listening to this, I'm pretty sure you hear it, right? Every time you hear that signal, that's supposed to be a sign of you being updated. New knowledge and everything like that. What's crazy is, I'm getting off topic again. This always happens. But anyway it goes, the other day when I was in a mood of silence and I didn't really feel like making a recording or anything, I heard that buzzing. I was in a cool little mood until I heard that buzzing, and that buzzing kind of like shift my mood. Now that I think about it, it happened. My mood changed within 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes of that buzz. So it could be a coincidence, or that could just be, the truth, right? Because again, there's a lot of billionaires putting money into the research of breaking out of the simulation. Now, if it was just some regular millionaires trying their luck, I wouldn't take it to heart, right? I wouldn't believe it. But now that I know it's billionaires building bunkers, billionaires are trying to find the only way, they trying to find any way they possibly can to get off whatever world or reality that we living in. That just let you know that they know something that we don't know. So back to space and Earth. All right. So out of everything I just said about space, it's like, okay, so what's real? We got the fucking Hubble telescope going through space, sending pictures and images back and data of shit. That how's y'all getting all this? When y'all made this telescope or this satellite, wherever the fuck it is, the Hubble telescope, and sent it into outer space, but our technology was shit. How the fuck are y'all still? How is that motherfucker all the way in outer space sending y'all signals and y'all getting that shit in decent time without it even being like, normally motherfuckers will tell you if you send a signal in space over, let's say, you send a signal in space over 10,000 miles or 10,000 light years away, niggas gonna take over 10,000 years for that signal to reach us. So right now, the Hubble telescope is way out of our solar system. Way out of our solar system now. Right? Like we damn near don't have no control over it, where it's going no more. Or where it's going. I'm guessing they're trying to send that motherfucker to Alpha Centauri to see if they can see if it's a possible life on there. But anywhere it goes, how's y'all still receiving signals from this motherfucker? How's y'all still connected to this motherfucker so far into space? If y'all talking about radio waves don't really work in space like that. Because it's too much electrical interference in space. Or the void keeps signals from traveling that fast. So if it takes 10 years to go, it takes 10 years to get back. That's just for the simple signal. But y'all been getting shit from them at a record time. Let's not get me started on the fact that we still ain't been back to the fucking moon since the 60s or the 70s. Wherever the fuck they claim we went to the moon, we still ain't been back. How we got all this technology and shit and they still ain't been to the moon? That brings me to the next topic when I was talking about space, then Earth. I feel like space is just NASA's own little way of getting funding out the government, or the government using NASA for more propaganda just to keep us paying extra more in taxes. It's only two things, because in my reality, I feel like we live under a dome. Every rocket launch I ever seen in my life, none of them could fly. There's no reason why I'm watching you build this multi-million-dollar rocket that this motherfucker got to go into a curvature and hit the orbit before it could bust out through the atmosphere and get into space. Bro, fool somebody else with that bullshit. You know, that motherfucker, y'all spend so much money on this shit. Bro, that motherfucker should reach enough speed going straight in the air. Straight in the air. And if y'all feel like y'all ain't got enough space, why the fuck y'all not shooting that motherfucker off a platform higher in the air to give it more of a chance to break it through whatever y'all trying to break through? It's the fact that every rocket y'all shoot in the air, y'all shoot that motherfucker in the curve to make sure it land in the ocean. The debris of it land in the ocean. And then most of y'all rockets blowing the fuck up. That's how I know y'all not even sending astronauts in them motherfuckers. Because if y'all did, hella motherfuckers would be dying right now. That boy Elon has sent so many rockets, try to send so many rockets into space and blew up. I know him when people on them motherfuckers. I just know it. His rockets don't make it, but he was successful enough to send a car into space. But his rockets couldn't make it. Like, come on now. Like, sometimes we just gotta put two and two together and quit letting them fool us with the foolery. It just, a lot of that shit just don't add up. Wind speeds, gravity, all that shit, bro. When you start looking into that shit, it's like, okay, this shit, where's the shit? This shit don't make sense. Explain this shit to me in a little bit more details, please. Or show me. I'm from the show me state. I need to see it. I'm tired of like reading, oh, this is why this does this and that. Nah. I mean, the shit that you put in that book, bro, is most definitely a lie. Because when I go outside and look myself, bro, it's crazy. The curvature, you can see it. You should be able to see it with your eyes. So if you're standing at the beach somewhere and you looking straight into the horizon, you start missing shit when you get to a certain part. It's like, oh, damn, you can't see it just because your eyes can't see that far. And I guarantee you, when you pull out some binoculars or a telescope, whatever you thought just disappeared off the horizon, you're going to be able to see it again. You thought that it went through the curvature. In reality, our eyes just ain't, you can't see that far with our eyes. So it looked like it went over a curvature. In reality, it's not. It's just going straight. That's why for some people, and from New York, they can see Chicago. If you in the one of them high-rise buildings, and you just looking straight with some binoculars or whatever the case is, bro, you gonna be able to see it because it's directly in front of you. The river or the ocean, bro, your eyesight is just playing tricks on you because you can't see that far. But I digress, man. I'm just saying, question reality a little bit more, man. Don't believe everything these people tell you. I could say I don't believe a lot of shit that they say, right? You understand? Like, space, I need proof, bro. Go back to the moon. Now that we got all this technology, take your asses back up to the moon. I know the moon is in our atmosphere. Go to it. I want to see. Take pictures from the moon. Let us see it. Not that fake shit that y'all did back in the day. Ain't nobody in the world been back to the moon since. Not China, not Russia, not England, bro, not Afghanistan. All these big powers. None of them been to the moon. But y'all got a space station. Come on now. Make that make sense, bro. That's all I'm asking. Make that make sense.